Hi, it's Jacqueline, otherwise known as a crafty chick. So welcome to my channel. This is Stampin' Up with a Crafty Chick, and I am a Stamping Up demonstrator. The hot topic, sorry, I was going to do something and I did not plan very well. Okay, my tripod was sitting in this box. So I'm going to show you a paper pumpkin kit from a previous month. So no, this, just to be sure you understand, this one is not the one that's available right now. I wanted to let you know, and again, I had it in my hand a second ago. So let's go into my trusty bag here. All right, so the paper pumpkin subscription is on sale for 50% off. Sorry, my glasses get in the way. So for 50% off, and I'll put the link below, but it's basically just going to paperpumpkin.com. And when you're ready to check out, it will ask you to pick a demonstrator. So if you're ordering this after seeing my video or because of my video, hopefully you will pick me as your demonstrator, and then I can get the credit for the purchase. They are running a special. Like I said, this is 50% off. So you use the promo code half off 0917, half off September 2017. And that is my information to select, and I'll put again information below. And unfortunately, this is only for new subscribers. So if you've already subscribed to Paper Pumpkin in the past, it won't work. Now, if you happen to put the subscription in your daughter's name and send it to your house and she's never subscribed, but you're going to play with it, that'll work. Not telling you to be dishonest, but there's workarounds for everything, right? So with the discount, it's going to be $9.98, and that includes the shipping. There's no extra fee for shipping. And I believe when you do subscribe, there is a small section at the bottom that says, after this month, all your following subscriptions are going to be $19.95. You can cancel at any time. So what I did is wrote a little note for myself that if I didn't want to continue at the regular price after the 10th of the month, so or by the 10th. You'll see it on the bottom. It says by the 10th. Let me take a look at it real quick. So we have our accurate information. Let me get my computer so I can see. Sorry. Let me bring it up real quick. Paper Pumpkin. All right, and log in. And what does it say? Oh, you can suspend or cancel your subscription at any time, but if you want to skip or cancel in the current month, you need to do it by the 10th of the month. So you order now, and this 50% off is good until September 11th. So I believe if you sign up by the 10th, you're going to get the September subscription. On the 11th, I'm not sure if it's going to end up being September or October. I'm thinking it's still going to be September's. And September's are supposed to be really, really pretty. They're supposed to be like gold leaves and gold stickers, and it's going to be very fall looking. And let me close this website so I can see what I'm doing on the computer. Here we go. So this here is like your little sneak peek into the theme or design of the new Paper Pumpkin subscription. They're trying to overhaul Paper Pumpkin. Well, not trying. They've changed their look a little bit. They have upgraded the way that the kit set up. They just stepped it up a bit. And so they really want people to try it because they've made improvements. And the one thing that won't change is you're still going to get it in a nice sturdy box. You're still going to get it every month. So if you want to take advantage of this 50% off, going back in the direction I was going to before, sign up now. And then before, anytime between like September 15th to October 9th, go in there and hit cancel. Make sure that when you go to the second page, it specifies that you're canceling October, or you can put it on hold or skip. So you can tell it what you want to do. You do not get charged for the months that you skip. So you got to make sure to do it by the 10th of the month. So if you want to try it out, now is the perfect time. It's 50% off. So it's $9.98 for a $20 kit. And try it out. If you think you're going to like it, then you can order more than one. I'm sorry, if you think that your friends or family would like one too, you can order more than one, but you only get half off on the first one that you order. So you get half off on one box for the first month. So if you want to order 5 or 6 and you have 6 kids, you can put one in each of your kids' names. I don't know. I didn't say that. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is the kit from last August, I believe. This is the one I got when I ordered my kit. It was from last August, I believe. It was not a current one. Yeah, so you'll still get it in a nice sturdy box. And it comes with your first order ever for first subscribers, not only do you get 50% off, but with your first order, yeah, it's on there so good it's hard to take off. You get a free acrylic block. And with every order, okay, too many things on my desk. Sorry, guys. I always brag about how organized I am, yet I can never find anything. Anybody else like that? Well, not brag, but I'm under the illusion that I'm organized. Okay, so you'll also get a stamp set, which you can't see because it's see-through. There we go. So this one in particular is this. You're not going to get the same exact stamp set in your kit, but you will get a stamp set, and it will be photopolymer. I have not known them to put any wood blocks or the red plain stamps without the wood blocks. It's always going to be photopolymer, which is the see-through kind. Okay, so it'll look like this when you put it on your block. You also get, with every kit that has a stamp set, is you're going to get a miniature ink. And because this is great, this lasts a long time. So for sure, I'm not going to have to buy one of these in a regular size because I got this little baby. This one is Early Espresso. So let's look down here. I don't know why I'm making you look at me. that's not the important part. The important part is the craft. All right, I'm trying to get the hang of all this lighting business. Okay. So here is one of the cards that I made. Oh goodness, you can't see a darn thing. Let me move this light a little bit. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, this is on the job training. Holy cow, this is terrible. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check out May's tutorial and find out how she uses all her lighting. May is on my subscription list. Oh, she's fabulous. If you haven't watched any of her videos, yeah, she's really good. So, and ignore my squeaky chair. So here is the card that I made for one of them. La, la, la. Okay, this is the brochure that you get, and it comes with instructions. And also you can get online on a YouTube video, not mine, the Stampin' Up! Video, and they'll walk you through how to make these. So this is the one I made, and if I can do it, anybody can. So holy cannoli, this looks like that one, see? And then I have this one that I made, which looks like this one. There. And then this one is the For You. That goes with that one. So they're pretty easy to make. And then they also encourage you to decorate your envelopes, which I did. So nice. So let's see. Let's put one of these together. Okay, so I did not throw that little piece away, did I? Yep. All right, so we're going to make this little one, this For You. Let's see if we can get this a little bit more close up. Cool. All right, so that one. And the first thing we want to do is, let's see which side is folded. Okay, so, oh my. I just messed that up. Okay, so I've got the For You right here, and I'm going to place it in the middle of the acrylic stamp. And once I get some ink on there, you'll be able to see it a little better. Since these are really flat and wide, I try to get as much coverage as possible, even more than I normally would. So it doesn't come out sketchy. Okay, so I'm facing the other way, so for just one moment, I will look upside down. Okay, so I'm putting this on here. Pressing, pressing. So I want it there. Cool. Okay, so that says For You. And put that aside. Now we have little tiny flower thingies. Let's get one. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this comes in it too. And these are paper, and these are chipboard and wood. And where's the paper flower? I could pick it up if it wasn't for these darn fake nails that I love so much. Okay, so there's the paper flower, and there's that flower, and yeah, here's this little pine cone, which was on these. So yeah, comes in a little baggie. So we're going to take the little flower, and we also got some burlap in this kit. This accessories. Oh, and we also got some of this string. If you're wondering where all this string came from, it came from this kit. But you do have to provide your own scissors. Now this kit did come with glue dots, which some of them I used some of them, and it did come with some dimensionals, which we're going to need. Like I said, the only thing you have to provide is the scissors. Okay, so this is going to be like a little square. Boop. So that's going to be that piece there. And let's try to make this even, shall we? There. And the glue dot. Okay, let's put the glue dot on the back of that. See if that will work. Yep. All right, so that's going to go on the top corner here where it says for you. And am I going to need more than one glue dot? No, that's holding on pretty good. Okay. And then we'll get the this little doodad. And get a glue dot. Sorry, I have to correct the habit of being out of the camera and speaking so softly. I'm used to just talking to myself while I do this, not to other people. So, have to remember to speak loud and clear and use that voice projection I learned in high school theater class. Okay, so now we get that. You take this little cute little clothespin and let's see, get a few pieces of it. Bloop, that's good. And how did I do this? Did I just wrap it around? Yes. And if you're uncoordinated like me, you might break it like I did, but don't do that. All right, so we'll just put this through this hole, right? Oh, I don't know if I did it through the top or the bottom. Probably the bottom. Okay, let's see. Let's refer to the instructions. Okay, how do they want us to do this? Just tie the twine in a bow. Okay. I'm making it a lot more complicated than it needs to be, huh? Okay, so we're going to tie this in a bow. And I'm doing it backwards because that's how I was shown to do a bow if you want it to lay flat and go in the direction you want. And I learned that at a scrapping expo this past year. Okay, so now it already pre-taped this for us. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, anything that requires the tear and tape, it usually they've got it pre-done for you. All right, so I can get it stick to the paper and not my fingers. We will be all set. Okay, and that goes in the corner there. And make sure this is flat and folded. Ta-da! All right. Like I said, if I can do it, anybody can. And then this goes with the bow on top here. Right? Or we can just do it like that. Now the other part that goes in this is a little card that you can write anything on. What I'm going to do with this is get a gift card and put it in here. And then this will be like my little note, wishing you a happy birthday. I hope all your dreams come true, blah, blah, blah. And this one, I actually put this on it. And I'll write a little note because I was going to use this as a thank you one. So that's pretty much it. And this fits inside. Oh my goodness. All right. These feel very delicate, so don't be rough like me and smush the heck out of it and break it. Let's put it on the front ones. All right. So that didn't take long at all. Fuss with my... Okay, so that one done. Move that one out of the way. Now they have enough in here to make 4. So I'm just going to do a sample of each one instead of all of them because ain't nobody got time for all that. Okay. Sorry, but I love that meme. I use it a lot. We do it a lot at work because really we don't have time for that. Okay, so here's the one for the thanks. And you just want to see all this. This is done from one stamp, and you're just going to stamp the 4 corners. That is such a cool trick that I've never used before. Hello, no, there's my dog. You want to say hello? Get your sweet pea. Oh, she's about 13 years old. You want to say hello? Say hello. Hello. She's had better days. Oh, she's all funny looking from her bath. Her hair dries so crazy. Say hello. Hello. She's so sweet. Here we go. Put the camera down so everybody can do their cards. Are you going to help? All right, so now we're going to need another piece of the burlap. And it's going to have to be about the same length as this one. So we can use the other card. So let's do that. Let's just go ahead and measure that approximately. It doesn't have to be exact. And then we have this piece we're going to need. So I like to get my pieces together. And I'm going to need one of these. And where's the little one? That's the big one. Here's the little leaf. And one of these. Okay. Good girl. Such a good girl. Okay. We're also going to need a circle because that's going to be the thanks. All right. So let's take this off of here. And before I do that, I need to clean up my handy dandy Stampin' Scrub. Love this puppy. So this, you have one side for dry and one side for wet, and then you rub it on the wet side and rub it on the dry side, and it's clean, clean, clean. And we'll take care of that later. All right, so our next one is going to be thanks. Make sure this is straight. So here's another trick that I learned too. Can I do a better close-up? There we go. I haven't used this camera very often. All right. Another trick that I like to do is when I'm having trouble getting things straight, if I do it this way and pre-set it, And then get my, oh, you can't see a darn thing I'm doing. Okay, put this in here, preset it, and then put it there. Yeah, so I know now it's not crooked or whatever. I can just boop, put it right there where I want it. Move this out of the way so we don't stamp anything. And I like the acrylics as opposed to the rocking ones or all these other ones that are out there, because you can see through it. And then I gotta stand up so I can do this head on. You can see through it, and then you're sure to get it in the right spot. There. I don't normally press the heck out of the stamps, but like I said, the ones that are fat and they need more coverage. That's the word I'm looking for, so they don't come out too spotty. But a lot of them are supposed to come out like that. They're not supposed to be like completely and thoroughly covered. That is how they're supposed to look. So now we're going to do the stamping on this. I like to get all the stamping done so I don't keep sticking my finger in the ink. Already covered in ink, and we've just done a couple cards. Ugh. Okay. Now we're going to get this. Okay, so this is going to be the 4 corners. So this one I'm going to put actually in the corner of my acrylic stamp, in the corner of the block. That's what I mean. Press, 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 press. Okay. Now go and find one corner. That's why I did it on the corner of the acrylic block, so I could match up the corners with the corner of the paper. And I also like to use this as a guide. And if I had a thingamajig, I could use that to line it up with. That's something that Stampin' Up! Sells, so that you can align your stamp before you do it, before you ink it, and then it saves your place for you. So we're going to do that in all 4 corners. Okay. And then I like to try, whoa! I like to drop it and make a mess. It's alright. We're going to cover it up with this stuff anyway, so. And again, it does not have to be an exact science because it's art. Since when does art have to be exact? Art is abstract if you want it to be. Okay. So we'll put that one in that corner. And one more. Okay, so we have our 4 corners. It used to look like this, and now it looks like this. Cool. So, I don't know about you, but when I stamp something and I make it different and like this, it's just amazing. It's like, oh my god, I did that. Alright, so do we want to use glue? Yeah. Okay, so to put, this is going to be mounted on the card, but I want to finish this up and then mount it on the card and then put the thanks on it. just so we're not dealing with the puffiness behind it. So this is going to go in the middle. So let's put a couple glue dots on that. Oh, I guess it's either way. Cool. Okay. And then can you see what I'm doing? No. You're like, what is she doing? Where did she go? Yeah, there we go. Taking these glue dots off here and putting it on the paper. I don't know if you need this many glue dots, but I like to, whoops, I like to put a lot of adhesive on because I don't want it to come apart later. You never know. When you're mailing it, the elements affect your card as well. Okay, and I think I've said this in other videos before, but my mom always teases me and says, you put so much adhesive on like it's going to go through World War before it gets to the person. Hey, you never know. Yeah, you never know what conditions it's going to go through in the middle right there, between your house and theirs. And see, if you notice, I started my first glue dot a ½ inch in to allow for that. Okay. Now we're going to put on this piece that we did. And do they want us to use these glue dots again? Hopefully they're strong enough for. Yep, use your adhesive dots. Okie dokie. So that's what we're going to do. And this time though, I'm going to put the adhesive dots on the paper because I want the burlap to cover over it. So I'm going to start from one end to the other and then work my way in so it's evenly spaced. Because I'm weird like that. And I'm going to put there. Don't stick to my finger, stick to the project. Okay, I just mumbled that one up. Let's get one that I didn't mess up. Don't stick to my finger. Okay. Okay, I'm just taking the paper off the glue right now. And I'm going to place the burlap on top. Since the burlap came kind of rolled and bent, it will be that way on your card. But that's okay. It's going to be. Now, our instructions tell us what's next. Next, okay, see, I didn't read the instructions, so I've already done it out of order. So first, we're supposed to wrap the twine around the background piece. This is why they have instructions. We can hide it. I think it looks like I did the same thing here because you can see the background piece there. So I guess twice in a row I didn't read instructions. Oops. So let's see if I can at least hide it behind here without goofing things up too badly. Okay. So, and you want to wrap the twine around this piece of paper, knot it, and then thread a leaf on each tail and tie a bow. Okay, 20 inches. So using this, I'm going to measure 20 inches. That would be right about there. Okay. And since this is a square, it doesn't matter which way we do it. All right, then we're going to tie it in a knot. And let's see if these two are relatively even, sort of. Okay. Tie it in a knot. Try to scooch it up. I think they want this to go behind it. This time I'm going to try to make it according to the direction. Okay, and then, oh, then we're going to put it in a knot. Okay. All right, and we're going to put these little doodads on here. Okay, I think I had to use a needle last time. Not sure if I can do that without my needle. Just getting my needle, if nothing else, to push it through the hole. Not sure if I'm going to need the needle to actually thread it, or if I can just use that to coax this piece of string through the hole. Looks like I might have to thread it. This is a little bit thick to get through that by itself. The ends are splitty. Okay, come on. All right. I did it. Now we're going to take this needle and thread this piece through. Okay. And now we got to do that for both. Yep. Okay, we're going to do it for this side as well. So I'm putting the needle on, putting the thread in the needle. Supposedly putting the thread in the needle. And this, it may not be this difficult. It could be me. Seriously. You've seen how I drop things, and I'm not the most coordinated person. That's why I said if I can do this, anybody can. Okay. So we're going to skip that. We got one on there. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. And so then I'm going to just tie a little knot at the bottom here so it doesn't fall off. You don't have to do that. It's not in the instructions, but I just know that it's going to fall off and I don't want to put it back on. Okay. So that done. And then we're going to put this on the solid piece of card. Make sure we put it on upside right. Okay, and in this instance, we're going to use the dimensionals. So we're going to put some dimensionals on each corner. And I also like to put one in the middle if not 2. In this case, I'm going to put 2 because it's kind of wide and it's the front of the card. That way, it doesn't bow in the middle of the card. It holds the dimension. Okay. Just taking the paper off the back of the dimensionals, which is nothing more than cute. Well, I shouldn't say nothing more than. It's pretty good stuff. Foam. It's just foam tape, and instead of taking it off a roll, it's already pre-cut for you. Whoops, that's the bottom, and I want to do it that way. Okay. And you could put it in the middle, you could put it off to one side, whatever. I'm just going to put it in the middle. And then where's my thanks that I stamped? There it is. All right, so here's my thanks, and that's going to go on here with more dimensionals. So I'm going to put one in the middle for sure. And it's maybe all I need. No, on this one I actually put 2. So these are pretty tough. Can't take it off. So is one good? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we're going to put one in the middle. Boop. Okay, and tie this in a bow. Off to the side of the thanks. And you can make your bow really big or really small, or cut some of this off. There, okay. It will stay better, but you know, I took it off and took it apart. So there you see, pretty cool. It stays better like this one if you don't take it apart while you're making it. So pretty cool. And I put the leaves on left on this one and right on the other one, so they both have their own personality. And then this is how you want to decorate it, the card, I mean the envelope. And you just use, I already did them, so so you just take this one and put it that way, and then ink it up and put it that way, and then use the smaller one right there. And it matches the design here to a certain degree, but yeah, it's got leaves and flowers. Okay, so there's one more, but I think you get the idea. This one. I like this one. And you just take how you do the piece behind it is you just take a bunch of this. I think it was like 36 inches or 20 inches or something, and you just do this and you place it behind it. So it comes out like that. So easy. You can do that with anything that you want to add texture or dimension to. If you have this paper and you want another material, you can do that with a ribbon or just put some string behind it and offset your paper a little bit, and it gives it a nice little design. And then I went ahead and stamped inside because I like to have the inside and the outside match. I'm just funny that way. So I wanted to give you an idea of the level of knot difficulty. It is pretty easy, except for this part where you put the string in the little holes there, but that's just me. Like I said, doesn't necessarily mean that it's difficult. It's just a challenge for me. And so remember, if you're interested, to go to thepaperpumpkin.com and select me as your demonstrator, and you get 50% off, and you use the code halfoff0917. So this is me saying goodbye to you. Look forward to hanging in again. I'm not very good at goodbyes, so when I finish a video, I tend to drag it on and say goodbye like 6 times. So we're just going to cut it here and say goodbye. And thanks. If I can find my mouse to turn off the camera, we'll be all set. Okay, bye-bye.